Hazy Shade of Winter by Simon & Garfunkel has an awesomely recognisable guitar riff and a driving strumming pattern using some of our favourite open chords. The song was also covered by the Bangles, who did a cracking version. Today we'll be playing with our capos on fret number 5. I'll show you the riff, the strumming pattern and the chords for the entire song, and then some of the embellishments if you want to venture into that deeper water. We are going to start with a strumming version of the song. So chords and rhythm for each section, including the intro and chorus. If you're looking to learn the riff, skip towards the end of the lesson for that section. The chords we need are A minor, G, F. I'll be using the bar chord. If you're not quite there yet, you can use F/C, E7, and C. Here's our strumming version of the intro that is also the chorus. We are in 4/4. We begin with the A minor chord and we play down, mute, up, mute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The mute on the second beat we play by tapping the strings for the percussive element. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Because there is a pushed chord into the G at the end of this bar, what then happens is we play the G chord, but we do this on the 4 and. So playing through the A minor bar into the G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we've changed to that G chord for the 4th and beat. And we continue that into the next bar. And that is a repeated rhythm, the same as the A minor. So now we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We move on to the F, and the F imitates the A minor bar. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. When we get to the and, we now change to the E7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So playing the entire chord pattern slowed down. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And how this fits as the chorus. Look around, leaves are brown. Hazy shade of. Moving on to the verse, we have the same rhythm, but this time we're going to do 2 bar sequences. So we have the A minor chord, down, tap, up, tap, up, down, tap, up, tap, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We then move on to the G chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Move on to the F chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. At this point we reach a G6 chord, which is just the thick 2 strings fretted. The index and the middle finger playing the A and the E strings. We don't fret the thin strings. And we play down strums in this strummed version. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We enhance the first strum a bit louder, and then we quietly, on fewer strings, play play the remaining 7 strings to bring the energy down a little bit. We then move on to a full G chord, and the rhythm here to break it up is down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you want to enhance that rhythm even further, we can chop that up by adding mutes using a combination of both hands. 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A playthrough of the intro, verse and chorus a little bit slower. The middle section deviates from the chord sequence slightly, but we have the exact same strumming pattern. So we play A minor twice, F, C, G, A minor, G, C6 again, we know this bit, and then back to G. We have all the sections now taken care of, so putting those into a structure, we have the intro, verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, verse 3, chorus. Then we have the middle section, and then we come back in with a repetition of 4 choruses before we end on a stab of the A minor chord. A partial playthrough of the intro, verse and chorus, so you can get a bit of an understanding of how these work together. While I looked around, I was so hard to please. Oh, look around, around. Sky is a hazy shade of winter. Bringing in that definitive riff now, let's break that down bit by bit. Breaking this down into 4 bits to go along with the 4 chords at the beginning of the song. The first section has parts of the A minor pentatonic scale. So we play A, open A, down, up. We bring our 3rd finger to play the 3rd fret of the A. Then we go down and we play the open D string. Middle finger plays the 2nd fret D string. Revert back to the open D string, 3rd finger comes up to play the A string, 3rd fret. I advise alternate picking, so we're playing down, up, down, up, down, up, down. At this point, we're now going into the G7 arpeggio to go with the G chord. So we bring our 3rd finger up, we roll it up onto that E string, and we play 3rd fret E string. We then place our middle finger, 2nd fret A string, pick the open G string, 3rd finger plays 3rd fret D, and then we play open D. Picking direction for this section, up, down, down, up, down. Putting these two bars together and counting the beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Bar 3 moves on to an F7 arpeggio. So we're playing fret 1 with the index finger on the E string, down, up, then down to the open A, third finger, third fret A, first finger, first fret D, open D, third finger, third fret A, and open E. And that leads us on to our final arpeggio, the final bar, which is an E7 arpeggio. So our second finger, second fret A string, third finger, second fret D string, open D, then back to second fret D. Putting these second two bars together, so bars 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Playing the whole sequence, 3, 4. That riff plays for the intro and the choruses throughout the song. We are adding a couple of embellishments in now. One of them is for what was in the previous section, a G6 chord. We're going to add a simple picking pattern. In the previous strummed version, we played 2 bars of G6, all down strums. What we're going to do now is add in a simple picking pattern, as in the recording. All we're doing here is playing second fret A string and third fret E string to get the G bass of the chord, and then we're going to pick the open high E, B and G. 1, 2, 3, repeated. Counting that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The second rhythmic embellishment is the G chord going into the chorus. So we play third finger, third fret E string, pinky, third fret high E, and we mute our A string. We're going to give that one big strum. We're then going to bring our index finger to the first fret B string, middle finger to the second fret D string, and we're going to pick the D, G and B strings. We're then going to pull off those 2 fingers back to the open strings. So we get that sound. Very classic sound. Talking you through the full sequence to these 2 bars, we have a full G chord. We then bring our index and middle finger onto the B and D strings, which actually plays a C chord. I'm going to call this a C. So we have C, then pull off. We have C again, pull off to the open strings, play the G bass note, then C, pull off, G bass note, C, pull off, G bass note, C, pull off. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'll now play you the intro, verse and chorus so you can hear how the embellishments fit together with the strumming patterns. video I show you how to play the classic California Dreaming, also with an excellent definitive intro picking riff and a strumming pattern using open chords. I'll see you next time.